When I was just 6 years old, I had to hear the words type 1 diabetes. I gotta admit, at first it did sound like a scary, intimidating puzzle. But guess what? I cracked that puzzle. But I'm not here today to talk about my story. I'm here to debunk a few myths and talk about a few misconceptions related to the topic. Hi, I'm Sabrina Qureshi. I'm currently a DP2 student at TNS Beaconhouse, and I've been a type 1 diabetic for the past 10 years, 11 this January. First things first, what is type 1 diabetes? No, it's not a condition caused by eating too much sugar as a child or lack of activity. It's actually an autoimmune disease where your body attacks your insulin-producing cells in your pancreas, which causes them to stop working. Therefore, us type 1 diabetics have to take insulin manually through shots. So, on to the first misconception. You can't eat that, right? It has sugar. No, that's not the case. Us type 1 diabetics can eat anything, even if it has sugar in it. We just have to do a little bit of math before. Carb counting. What I mean by carb counting is calculating the amount of carbohydrates in our meal and taking insulin accordingly. The ratio that works for me is for every 15 grams of carbohydrates, I take 1 unit of sugar. Even for an innocent piece of chicken, there's a dose to calculate. So no, cutting sugar out of my diet won't magically cure me. A phrase that I've heard a bit too much is, oh, my grandma has that. Let me clear the air. Type 2 and type 1 diabetes is very different from each other. Type 2 diabetes is caused over time. It's not an autoimmune condition, and it can also be tackled by maintaining a healthy diet and a healthy lifestyle. However, that's not the case for type 1 diabetes. In my case, my pancreas doesn't produce insulin at all, but in type 2 diabetes, your pancreas does produce insulin. It's just a little less than normal. So that's the difference, and no, I do not have what your grandma has. Let's debunk a few more myths. No, it cannot be cured by herbs, and no, a sugar-free diet won't make it vanish. But here's where the magic happens. I have a device called the Dexcom G6. It is a CGM, continuous glucose monitor. It's a device that's connected to my body and through Bluetooth transmits my glucose values to my phone, which I can further share with my friends and my family. So getting a random call in the middle of the night by my best friend saying that, oh, you need to have juice because you're going low, and my dad calling in math class saying, take a shot of insulin, you're going high, is completely normal for us diabetics. Through it all, I've become resilient. Never held back. Which brings me to my point. Don't let anything hold you back. Being diabetic is just one chapter of my story, not the whole book. So, when life hands you lemons, or a malfunctioning pancreas in my case, make some lemonade, with or without sugar.